Evening people, evening, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see on screen, you might have had it flash up a little bit earlier than previously expected. It is round 2 of P1's GT Euro challenge, so it's any European GT3 car, and format's a little bit different to last week. So first race and last race of this series is going to be an endurance race, but the races in between, sort of the middle races, we're going to have a short sprint race for 15 minutes and then a 30-minute race afterwards, following a 5-minute qualifier, which we're not too far away from. So let's have a look at points. Now we are second round in. So it's P1 Dylan leading the way with 22 points, Obi-Wan in second with 17, Dizzy in third with 15 points. We've got It's Hoggy in fourth with 12 points. Ice Chan fifth with 11 points. We've got Crazy Mac 89 in sixth with 10 points. Manny in seventh with 9 points. Mulson in eighth with 8 points. We've got P1 Apache in ninth with 7 points. DMK Dazzler in 10th with 6 points. P1 Skippy with 5 points in 11th, and 12th is P1 Pilgrim with just 4 points. So that's it coming into tonight's 2 races. Stickers still available, people. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. No t-shirts. I don't know why I clicked that. All gone. Evening. How's the camera looking? Is it? Can I bring that down a bit? You can see my face a little bit. You just have to tell me whether you can actually hear me or not. And tell me whether you can hear the cars, because I streamed last night. I forgot to turn the sound on for 2 hours. Yep, I did that. Right, so live chat on there, live chat on there, and we're good to go. Why's Dylan left the room? What's he playing at? So we did have 11 drivers in this lobby. We're down to 10 because Dylan's just disappeared. I'm sure he'll be back, but a little bit strange. So live from Brands Hatch tonight for both races. Again, 5-minute qualifier, followed by 15-minute sprint race, and then a 30-minute endurance. Is it really an endurance at 30 minutes? I don't think so. They do have to use a mandatory set of hard and medium tyres, I think, in the half an hour race. Let me just see if I can pull that up quickly. Let's have a look. Come on, I've pressed that already. Tyre wear times 3, fuel times 3, 30-minute race for race 2. Let's have a look. Mandatory tyres confirmed 8 PM on race night for race 2. Were they confirmed, gents? Were they confirmed in the chat? Let's have a look. No, that's talking about people getting up at the wrong time because we've gone to daylight savings here in the UK. No, it doesn't actually tell me which tyres you lot have decided on. I can imagine it is going to be a set of hards. And it does look like Dylan has rejoined the room. Well, somebody's rejoined. Oh, it's Hoggy. What have you lot done with Dylan? Have you kicked him out because it's too fast? Is that what you've done? Just chuck that in the chat. Oh. Ah, here's Dylan. Here's Dylan. What was he doing? Changing car, maybe? Oh no, still in the same car. Random. Yeah, if you are listening, please just let me know you can hear me and the car's okay. Again, streamed for 2 hours last night, and it wasn't until sort of the last 15 minutes, 10 minutes or something that somebody in the chat said, you know, you've not got your sound on. Yeah, great. Thanks a lot. But I can see it wobbling up and down on its little slider, so it tells me it's working. Whether I'm blowing my mic out or not, it's hitting the red. It's hitting the red when I get a little bit leery. So I believe that's all drivers in the lobby. We've got 12 tonight. So hopefully everyone sticks around. And we should be cracking on with qualifying any second. If you are watching and haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going down. I had 751 yesterday. I got 750 today, so every little helps. Okay, qualifying being opened up now. Then it's a niche channel. I don't expect hundreds of thousands of people to sign up to it, you know. Wait for the bong, and there we go, and then they can all get themselves out. So 5 minute pit, 5 minute quali, so it doesn't give them long here at Brands. Son, who's out first? Obi is out first. Driving the Edifice liveried Lamborghini. Through Surtees. Tricky corner, that one. So just out laps for the time being. Get those tyres warmed up. Figure out the track conditions. I'm sure they've all had a little bit of practice in the practice open lobby prior to this qualifying. So yeah, it's any European GT3 car. I know people were trying to blag the Mustang into this somehow by somehow conflating it and telling people it was European somehow. I don't even know. I didn't keep up with the chat. I just saw it and went, no. There's some nice looking liveries on these cars. Skippy, the wonder from Down Under. He was a little bit confused when he woke up this morning, switched his PlayStation on and realised that none of us were online because, again, we turned all our clocks back last night, so we went back an hour. Don't ask, I don't know why we need to do it anymore. It was introduced to give the farmers more light to work in, more time to work in, but in this day and age with, you know, modern lighting and stuff like that, do we really need to do it? No, I don't think so. So yeah, might have just caught him out a little bit. Crazy Mac, one of the newer drivers to the P1 stables. Seems to be getting on all right so far. Dylan, usually leading. He's a bit quick, that boy. He needs some extra ballast in his car most weeks. Dazzler in 10th, gone for the Renault this week. The dirty Diz. The disgusting McLaren that does certainly need a wash, Diz. Apache in another McLaren. Back to Obi in the Lamborghini. So we're going to start seeing those lap times coming in now. Well, we're not, because I've not put the nonsense on. No. Okay, so Obi-Wan so far with the fastest lap. Gets himself on pole. Not everyone's crossed the line yet though. One more driver, but I think they're a little way down. Come on, catch up. There we go, it was Apache. So it is Obi-Wan on pole position for the time being. We've got a little bit of this qualifying session left, so still opportunities for drivers to move up and down the order. But it is currently Obi-Wan on that top spot. Ice Chan second. Dylan is in third currently on the grid. Pilgrim fourth. Mulson fifth, but we'll see at the end of this lap. Skippy in sixth. Dizzy seventh. Crazy Mac in eighth. Got It's Hoggy in ninth. P1 Apache in 10th, Dazzler in 11th, and Manny 12th. We are just going to see another lap after this. It looks like either Obi-Wan's run a little bit slow around that one, or Ice Chan's run a little bit quicker. One of the two. I don't think I saw either of their times change, to be honest. So still, let's just see what Dylan does when he comes up to the line. It goes fastest. Typical by 0.6 of a second. Crazy Mac, that's not the line. So Dylan sticks himself on pole. It's all or nothing now for everybody else. Final lap of qualifying. Obi gets pushed to second. Ice Chan third. Dizzy inches himself up to fourth position. It's Hoggy fifth. Mulson sixth. Pilgrim 7th, Manny in 8th, Skippy 9th. Crazy Mac thrown himself in the pits after that little bit of off-road action, so he's fallen down to 10th on the grid. Apache 11th and Dazzler 12th currently. Again, this is final lap. It'll be this man first to cross the line. Wow, tricky corner that one. Sheen carrying all the speed up the hill, the car going light as it hits the brow. And it wants you to hang a right there. Just pushes you all the way across the circuit. So can Obi retake pole? Is it going to be enough to hold on to it when Dylan comes through? No, he stays in second. Ice Chand not able to go any quicker either. Here is Dylan up towards the line. He's already on pole. Can he go any quicker? He does. Obi-Wan takes a little bit of time out of him, but Dylan finds that time straight back. So it is Dylan on pole, Obi in second. It's Hoggy third. He's managed to have a bit of a good qualifying there, get himself into third, pushed Ice Chan down a spot. He's now in fourth. Dizzy fifth, Skippy sixth, Mulson in seventh. There he is. Pilgrim in eighth with a half a second penalty. It won't affect him now. Manny 9th, Dazzler in 10th. Crazy Mac gets nudged down another position to 11th at the end of that qualifying. Diz, evening. And Apache in 12th. Everything coming through okay, Diz? You can hear all the cars and the... you can hear me and everything else. Like I say, I have turned it on tonight. Yes, yeah, it's on. My mouse button's a little bit sensitive, so if I click it a little bit jankily, it double clicks. So I think that's what I did yesterday. So there are qualifying results then. There is Dylan on that top spot, 1:23.336 for him. Obi-Wan in second. It's Hoggy third. Ice Chan fourth. P1 Diz in fifth. P1 Skippy sixth. Mulson in seventh. Pilgrim in eighth. Got Manny in ninth. Dazzler 10th. Crazy Mac in 11th. And Apache in 12th. Sounds fine. Good. Thanks, Diz. Okay. First race of the evening then. 15 minutes here at Brands Hatch. Short little punch up. I can imagine everybody's going to be on a set of soft tyres. I think so. Oh, there's one set of mediums there. Skippy's gone for a set of mediums. We'll see how he gets on. Right. Lights go on then. 15-minute race just about to start. No false start. A little bit slow there from Skippy. Look at this. It's Hoggy looking to drive around the outside of Dylan at turn 1. It's not going to work through there. Dylan holds his own. Oh, it's Hoggy. Risked it for a biscuit. He's now looking up the inside of Dylan. Pressing early then. Dylan has a little bit of slide. Obi goes wide as well. He gets himself back on track. He's got to be careful with the dirty tyres though. That all in a line, nobody's spinning round just yet, so Dylan leads us out then. It's Hoggy second, Ice Chan third, Obi fourth, Dizzy in fifth, Mulsanne sixth, Pilgrim seventh, Skippy in eighth, being chased very closely by Crazy Mac down Pilgrim's Drop, Dazzler 11th and Apache in 12th. Nice JPS livery on that as well. Rear facing camera then on race leader. Oh, it's Hoggy, 2 wheels on the grass. He's keeping the pressure on Dylan at the minute, just 0.5 of a second behind him. Well within slipstream range. Heading through that final turn, back onto this start finish straight. Short laps really here. 1 minute 30s-ish. Does pull a little bit of a gap. Oh, it's Hoggy again, pushes it wide out through there, but keeps that half a second gap between himself and Dylan. Closes up a little bit under braking. Ice Chan goes wide in the background, allowing getting Druids a little bit wrong there for Ice Chan. Allowed Obi-Wan back through to take that third. Dizzy had a little look coming down towards Graham Hill, but didn't quite make that move stick. Mulsanne up to 6th, Pilgrim 7th. Medium tyres of Skippy doing alright at the minute. Crazy Mac still right behind him in 8th. Closely chased by Manny, Dazzler and Apache. Oh. Himself to race leader. He's not fully escaped yet. 0.8, 0.9 of a second. He is starting to open up that gap though, Dylan. Fortunately, he is one of the fastest drivers in these lobbies. Oh, it's Hoggy. He does like driving wide. Unfortunately, that's going to catch him out at some point. Obi in 3rd then, looking to close that gap back up on It's Hoggy. Not doing too bad. He's got himself back past Ice Chan. That gap's opened up a little bit as well. Oh. Pilgrim taking a very, very strange line through there. Luckily, didn't spin off track. Crazy Mac then through. What's happened to Skipster? Oh, Crazy Mac, stay on track, stay on track. It does, but that's compromised his corner. What has happened to Skippy? Ah, he spun it off track somewhere. He's at the back, a long way down as well. 3.6 seconds for the wonder from down under. Bit of work for him to do then to get back into the race. Now Dylan starts to pull a lead. Look at this, 1.6 seconds over It's Hoggy. C-Mac's wife can hear you. Good. He should only be telling his mates and his mums. You know, I don't know why he's telling his wife. That wasn't part of the plan. Chance close right back up on Obi-Wan here. Pulled a little bit of a gap over Dizzy as well, so Dizzy out on his own a little bit, second behind Ice Chan, just above a second ahead of Mulsanne behind him. Pilgrim 7th, Manny up to 8th, Crazy Mac pushed back down to 9th, and Manny finding a way through there, still being harassed by Dazzler and Apache as well. And then Skipster, unfortunately, he's on that medium tyre as well. I think everybody else in the lobby is on a soft tyre, so they're just going to be able to drive away from him. I think a set of softs is going to last a full 15 minutes as well. So back to the front. Dylan extends that lead a little bit more, 2.1 seconds. It's Hoggy remains in second place, and he has pulled more time over second place Obi. I think Obi's had his mirrors full of Ice Chan. That's kept him a little bit busy. It's allowed it's Hoggy just to stretch that gap between the two of them. On board with Ice Chan in the Alpha as he tries to chase down Obi. Let's see how far right it pushes her, far left it pushes them through that right hander. 0.7 of a second behind. Still pulling time over Dizzy behind. That gap stretching to 1.3. He does lose a little bit of time there. Dylan though pulling away ahead. Already down and through Paddock Hill Bend. Followed by It's Hoggy. Followed by Obi. So let's go and have a look then. Diz, still those gaps staying about the same. He's in a little bit of limbo land at the minute. Everybody pretty much in the same position. Oh no, no, we just catch Skippy going through Graham Hill Bend. Put that camera down, you. And the medium tyres just catching him out. Back end steps out and he slings the rear end of that Lamborghini into a wall, unfortunately. Yeah, the medium tyres just not able to push. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. Goes a bit deep through there, but holds on to it. That is a tricky one through Sheen Curve. So he loses a little bit of that lead, but he stays well ahead of It's Hoggy to keep him out of that slipstream range. First, second and third, big gaps between them now. Obi's still got a mirror full of Ice Chando in that third position. Chasing him down for that is Ice Chand. Dizzy still in fifth. Mulsanne still sixth. He's just had Pilgrim behind him this far for pretty much the whole race so far. Just hitting that halfway point. Tyres still looking good. Plenty of fuel in these cars. It is only a 15-minute short sprint race, this first one. We do jump into a reverse grid second race, half an hour. And there will be mandatory tyres in that race. Pilgrim just keeping himself firmly bolted to the back end of Mulsanne. Nobody behind them. 4.8 seconds back to Manny, next car. So Mulsanne and Pilgrim both driving the McLaren. Whoa. Picking up big amounts of air through there. Mulsanne taking a little bit too much of a risk through those corners, so he's picked up a half a second penalty. We're on board with Pilgrim, who's done the same thing. Pretty much followed him through that same line. How did you get away with not taking your penalty then? Mulsanne had to take it, you didn't. What on earth went on there? Even with a penalty, he gets himself back in front of Pilgrim. And he will hold on to that sixth position. Yeah, how did you get away with that, Pilgrim? I don't know. Manny then 8th. Crazy Mac still 9th. Not too far behind him. Expecting rain, are we, Crazy Mac? This wiper's going crazy on the front. Dazzler in 10th, Apache 11th, Skippy, yeah, Skippy's first race is done, I think, pretty much. 13.2 seconds down. Medium tyres catching him out on a few of these turns, and obviously not able to carry as much speed as the drivers on the softs. I think everybody else is on the softs. Now, someone come and crash into Dylan. 3.3 seconds up the road. Needs a bit of front end aero wheel engine damage to slow him down a little bit. This boy, not this boy, this boy. It's Hoggy trying to close that gap up, but to no avail. 3. Oh no! What happened to Obi? That is not a sight you see very often. Oh, he's got to wait around while all these drivers come through as well. Oh, what an absolute kick in the teeth from 3rd down to 11th then for Obi. Just getting Sterling's a little bit wrong. I think maybe carrying a tiny bit too much speed through there. Dipped a wheel onto the grass and it just caused the rear end of that thing to spin around. It's repaired now so he can get himself back up to full speed, but look at the gap in front of him, 9 seconds. He has got Skippy now, 4.5 seconds behind him. So Dylan's closest championship rival has just put it in the wall. It didn't seem like he would have kept with the pace of Dylan anyway. 3.9 seconds here. Nearly at that 11-minute mark out of 15. Everybody risking it through there. Nice. Chan then gets pushed up to 3rd position with Obi's departure. Dizzy 4th. Olson in 5th. Pilgrim 6th. These two have been bolted together all race. Manny 7th. Dazzler in 8th. He finds himself 3 seconds penalty. Which race marshal did you swear at? That's going to be a great big dent. You're going to see these two drivers just come flying past him. Oh, look at that. Oh, what? Oh, it's disgusting. Crazy Mac, no! Oh, he gets himself back on circuit, but he's going to get dropped to 9th again. It looks like Dazzler is having a go at him up the inside, but Crazy Mac. Dirty, dusty tyres. Tried to hold that line against Dazzler, and unfortunately it's just drifted him wide and back onto the gravel. So he's dropped himself all the way down to 10th. Oh, what's happened here? Obi-Wan has strategically dropped himself to the back of the pack, because this means he will start at the front for race 2. Obviously losing more points though, dropping to that 12th for race 1. Looking better and better for Dylan though. 12.5 minutes in, he has got 5.6 seconds lead over anybody else on circuit. He's got about 2 laps to do and he will take the win in race 1 tonight. It's Hoggy, if he can stay exactly where he is and carry on doing it exactly what he was doing. Stay off the grass. Stresses me out more than you lot. He should take 2nd. Again, tyres are starting to wear out now, so a little bit of slippage and slidage coming in some of these turns. Won't be able to take them quite as quick as they were at the start of the race, and it might end up catching 1 or 2 of these drivers out. So risky around some of these turns. Such a tricky circuit, Brands. This one, difficult. Look all the way out to that curbing on the right to try and catch the apex on the left on the way in. The next 2 as well. Westfield, McLaren. Very fast through here. Again, nothing to sort of gauge, just that little bit of curb to try and catch you. Same for this one. All the way out onto that gravel. Same for this circuit. This is the one up the hill, through Dingle Dell, through Sheen. Just wants to push you out to that left-hand side. This is where we saw Obi get it wrong. Very easy to spin it off track here at Brands. So final lap then for Dylan. 6.7 seconds over It's Hoggy, just coming through the first turn himself. Oh, risking it for a biscuit through there as well. Everybody looked pretty clean tonight. A couple of spins, like I say. But in general, been some very clean, good driving. Oh, Pilgrim trying to carry the speed to get the move done on Mulson. Sticking with him, trying to get the inside line onto this straight. It's now or never for Pilgrim if he wants to try and up those places and points. Mulson keeping him firmly in check behind. A few more opportunities for Pilgrim. But one more corner left for Dylan. He's stomped another one here. 7.5 seconds as he rounds the final turn. Little flash of the lights. Tyres looking pretty decent still. Half a tank of fuel and takes the win. It's Hoggy then. Round that final turn himself. Will come home for second. Good points in the bag for him. Ice Chan takes third. Dizzy takes fourth. Mulson is going to take fifth. Pilgrim wasn't able to get past him, so he has to settle for sixth. Manny comes home in seventh. Apache will take eighth. Dazzler got himself past Crazy Mac then into ninth. He goes. Crazy Mac will take 10th. It was a good effort, but a couple of little mistakes. Obi-Wan's got himself back past Skippy and takes 11th. And Skippy takes that final position in 12th. There it is, race one in the bag. We're not spending too much time looking at you, Dylan, on that podium spot because we've seen it far too many times. But yeah, fair play to Bits Hoggy. He held his own all the way around that one, even with a little bit of pressure from Obi-Wan and Ice Chan throughout. The mic feels like it's in my face. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. I don't want it here, look, otherwise you can't see my beautiful face. Okay, so race 2 settings entered. I think 30 minutes. Completely random weather. Grid start false start check. ×3 ×3. Anything to do with tyres. It says usable tyres all, but I think they have to use a set of hards. Oh, and nitrous can't be fitted. Good. They do allow traction control though. Should get rid of that. Get rid of traction. Brake before we start, Cam. What? For some reason, I called you Cam because I read your name backwards. I saw Mac. I just decided. So 30 minutes. Let me just chuck that in the chat here. What's the tyre rule? Boom. 21:40. They get 6 minutes to wait before a half-an-hour race. You absolute pansies. Oh, that'll be hate speech. Something. As long as nobody's expecting me to a wheel of not ideal. Come on. Come on, somebody in the chat. somebody in the chat tell me what the tyres are. Have to use hards at some point, and I think they have to do 3 laps. An out lap, a full lap and an in lap, I think you have to do. You can't just put them on and then come straight back in and take them off. No, that's cheating. Okay, so I've got to do 2 laps on it, alright. There you go, I don't need to relay that to you because it's just been relayed. So 4 more minutes. What should we talk about? Give me a subject in the chat. Give me a subject to waffle on about. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Crazy Mac. An out lap, a fast lap, and an in lap. That's what I expected anyway, Crazy Mac. We're just going to hang about for 3 minutes. I've got nothing in my head to talk about at the minute. Get a bit eager for GTA 6 if we want to chat about that. Grand Theft Auto. Can't wait for that. You might not see me as much on here once that comes out. We'll see. Take over lives. That still doesn't help us out, Pilgrim. So it's an out lap, a full racing lap, which means to the line, and then an in lap, which is kind of what me and Crazy Mac were saying. Do we have a Mocking Weeks in the chat? Or is it just Crazy Macroni Racing, Alex Diz, Paul Twig? Is the man himself watching or not? He does need to join these lobbies to become a blocker for Dylan. We've had that discussion. Just to cause Dylan some grief, slow him down a little bit, swerve across the track in front of him, things like that. He's far too quick. Right, just round the corner then for from race 2. Again, 30 minutes. It's a reverse grid from race 1. And they have to use a set of hard tyres. And we think, me and Crazy Mac, we think it's 3 laps. An out lap, a fast lap, and an in lap. But we'll see. Some drivers might opt to keep them on if they're not doing too bad with them, if they're not losing too much time. So let me get myself in, turn all the nonsense on now so we're not faffing about with that at the start of the race. Oh, Dylan, there you go. That's what Dylan should be doing, or Mocking Week should be doing to Dylan, driving the wrong way around circuit, giving him head-on collisions and lots of damage. Love you, Dill. Someone's spinning around. Dazzler. Nope. Nice Chand. Who were you trying to take out then? In full reverse. Right, here we go then. 30 minutes here at Brands Hatch for this next race, or last race of the evening. Sun's beaming down on those cars at the minute. Just wait for these lights to go on. Here we go then. Lights on. Not held for too long, no false starts either. Oh, it's not a reverse grid. Great start by It's Hoggy though, fires himself through to first position, gets ahead of Dylan. Dylan has a little think about having to go back at him through Druids. It's Hoggy opting for those hard tyres off the bat, as has Dylan. Softs on for Ice Chand. Pilgrim's gone for the hards. Oh, Mulson, a little bit sideways through there. He's gone for the softs. Who's that's just got through? Hard tyres on for Manny. He's just squeezed past Mulson after his tail wagged. Obi's gone for the hards. We've got hards on for Diz, hards on for Crazy Mac. We've got hards on for Apache, mediums on for Skippy, and hards on for Dazzler. It's Hoggy that is leading us round at the minute. Just controlling the pace. He has got Dylan right up his rear end, so that's probably causing him a little bit of grief. They are bumper to bumper through here. Ice Chan gets a good drive on Dylan, gets himself next door. He goes for the move, tries to outbrake, get the job done on It's Hoggy as well, but it doesn't quite work out. He does find himself in front of Dylan. Slowed them both down a little bit. It's Hoggy's got a tiny bit of breathing room now to try and do something with. Nice chance starting to bring that gap back down though as they come towards Druids. Hard on the brakes. Dylan looking for a slightly different line through there. So fourth place Pilgrim on the hards. Oh, Manny just got that one wrong coming out of there. Mulson goes past, Obi goes past, Crazy Mac goes past. Oh no, Crazy Mac tried to drive around the outside. It's caught him out though. Manny just trying to stay out of the way of some of these faster drivers. I think he's actually giving that position back to Crazy Mac. I think he kind of felt like that was his fault, but would have classed that as a racing incident really, but that just shows us respect in this group, giving that position back to Crazy Mac, and Manny having to go back and battle for it. Skippy 10th then, Dazzler in 11th, Dizzy 12th. Long way down. Back to the front, Ice Chand has found his way past It's Hoggy and into the lead of the race on those softs. They are obviously the faster tyre, can go round a little bit quicker than the hards. Now, what are these boys going to do? Are they going to opt to stick with the hards for a couple of laps? Or are they just going to keep them on for the mandatory 3, ditch them and stick a set of mediums or softs on to try and increase the pace? It does mean they might have to take a stop later on. So Ice Chand, who is now leading, has yet to put those hard tyres on. Not escaping really. It's Hoggy and Dylan still right there with him. Mulson on the soft as well, starting to close those gaps down. Pilgrim and Obi-Wan side by side. The power of the Lamborghini just getting itself ahead of the McLaren down Pilgrim's drop. Through into 5th for Obi. Pilgrim gets pushed down to 6th then. A bit of a wobble through there, a little bit too much curb on the way through. Caused that McLaren to wobble all over the place. 6th place for him then. Manny 7th, Skippy in 8th, Apache in 9th, Crazy Mac 10th, Dazzler 11th, and there is Dizzy slowly catching up in 12th. Dylan almost had his wing up the inside of It's Hoggy there. It's Hoggy having to go defensive into most of these corners with Dylan so close. On board with the third place man in the Lamborghini, chasing down that Ferrari in front. They haven't let Ice Chan disappear fully yet in that 4C. It's Dylan right behind. It's Hoggy out of Surtees. Can he get the move coming down the hill, back up? Got a little bit of slipstream. It's Hoggy making that Ferrari as wide as it needs to be. Dylan can't get the move. Oh, he goes for a little bit of a cut back here. Not quite able to get his wing up the inside through there either. Struggling to find the pace to get past It's Hoggy. Will happen at some point, I think. It's all over the back of the second place man. Just got to be careful they don't allow that Ice Chan to disappear while they battle. Look, they've allowed Mulsanne to close up. He is on that faster tyre, so he will be able to go around these corners a little bit quicker than the boys on the hards. Again, Dylan having a little look. Thinks about having a go up the inside again, trying to make It's Hoggy have a mistake. Again, pushing up towards Druids. Has another little think into Druids. And around they go again. Mulsanne now bolted onto the back end of this fight. Oof, very wide there for both It's Hoggy and Dylan. Obi in 5th then on that hard tyre as well. Pilgrim on the hards in 6th. Manny closed up a little bit on him in 7th. Another McLaren on track. Skippy right there with him as well on the mediums in 8th. Dazzler, Dizzy a little further down the field for nearly 5 seconds back from Skips. Apache is another 9 points, 6 seconds down. Oh, and then Crazy Mac. Another 2.3 behind him. I wonder if they've had a little bit of a coming together maybe. Sure, a pair of them are a little further up the field. Okay, Ice Chand stretching his legs now. 3.4 seconds up the road on those soft tyres. Still not showing an awful lot of wear on them though, really. These three still bumper to bumper. Those two are in front. It's Hoggy again having to put that Ferrari in full defensive positions. Dylan gets a good drive out of here. Has he got enough to get him down towards Graham Hill? Side by side on the way through there. He's able to carry the speed past It's Hoggy. Great bit of driving from Dylan. Into second place he goes. Mulsanne has a little think about up the inside as well. Going to compromise his exit a little bit. Oh yeah, there you go on the grass. So the two drivers in front swap positions. Mulsanne's not managed to use those soft tyres to his advantage just yet. Now, can Dylan close the gap at all on Ice Chand in front? Ice Chand is on the soft tyre. Dylan is on the hard. What's the gap? 4.2 seconds. He would have lost a little bit of time whilst they were battling for position between him and It's Hoggy. And obviously this is a slower tyre compared to the soft, but this is Dylan behind the wheel, and this man can make a car work regardless of what tyres and setup. There you go, he takes 2/10 out of Ice Chand already. And people are opting to stick with these hard tyres for a few more laps than they need to. It is only a mandatory 3 lap on the hards, but drivers opted to do a few more than that. Son still not managed to hook those softs up just yet. Obi in 5th, out on his own a little bit. Manny 6th. Skippy 7th. Ooh, Dizzy and Dazzler having a bit of a door banging session coming through Druids. Who's off? Why am I seeing yellow flags? Didn't see any drivers off circuit. The cone's been smashed about though, so somebody's had a little bit of a wide moment through there. Dazzler in 9th, Pilgrim all the way down to 10th. He's had a moment somewhere. Apache in 11th. Crazy Mac unfortunately losing a little bit more time. 6.2 seconds behind Apache. Ice Chan then. Still just over 4 seconds, 4.5 seconds over Dylan. Mulsanne has managed to get... Oh! Mulsanne did just manage to get those softs hooked up. And then the commentator spoke. Oh, no. He should have been ghosted out then. What happened? He unghosted as Obi-Wan came through. Obi-Wan gets away without any damage, but he did end up sending Mulsanne. He did already have that rear end damage from backing into the wall, but yeah, it did look like he unghosted as Obi-Wan came through. Bizarre. It's hemorrhaging places now, unfortunately. Dazzler goes through, loses another possession down to 9th then for Mulsanne. He just got himself past its Hoggy as well, used those soft tyres to his advantage, and then they absolutely let go. Mulsanne won't be happy with that, I can imagine. So that gap between 1st and 2nd falls a little bit more, 3.7 seconds. Dylan is finding some time somewhere on these hard tyres. And again he brings more time down, 3.4 seconds. He's reeling in the little 4C. Looking like there's any pit stops on the cards yet for these boys. Plenty of life left in the hard tyre. They should, I think, have enough fuel for the race as well. Dylan using all of the track. Gap down to 3.3. The hards not slowing him down at all, really. A little wobbles out of these turns, but it's not upsetting the speed at all. Gap down to 3.2. Down to 3. He's absolutely stomping it round here on these hards. It's Hoggy nowhere to be seen behind him now, 7.7 seconds back. Been pretty consistent so far, it's Hoggy, so I can't see there have been many mistakes, but there must have been something. There's a big old gap. Obi-Wan, the next man on track, 2.2 seconds behind him, being chased by Skippy and Manny, but still a second or two between those two. Is Obi. There is Skippy, not doing too bad in race 2 on the mediums. He has still got to put the hards on yet though. Manny in 6th on that hard tyre. Dizzy 7th on the mediums. Pilgrim on the softs. I'm surprised they haven't worked out quite as well as he expected. He's around in 8th position, not great. Apache 9th on that medium tyre. Dazzler in 10th on the hard tyre. Comes in the pits now though, he's getting rid of those, fed up with them. Crazy Mac goes through. And Mulsanne has... Oh no, Mulsanne, no. He's come in the pits and put a set of mediums on. I think he was meant to put a set of hards on. Yes, he has got the hards on now. What an absolute nightmare. He's come in the pits, put a set of medium tyres on when he needed to put the hards on, and unfortunately he's had to make another stop here. Let's put him way out the back. 12 seconds off the back of Dazzler. Okay, so back to the front. Ice Chand still holds that 3.1 seconds lead. Not stopping this lap. Dylan... he is coming in this lap, so he's also had enough of those hard tyres. Halfway through the race, set of softs will last you 15 minutes. What does It's Hoggy do? He's already past the pit entrance. He's quite happy on his hards for the time being. Obi-Wan, oh, Skippy right behind him as well. Oh. And now got Dylan out of the pits on a fresh set of soft tyres, I think. Yes, he has. So you'll see him very quickly close up on these boys and very quickly overtake the majority of them as well. So 3 Lamborghinis in a row then. Obi, Skippy and Dylan behind. Hard tyre versus medium tyre battle here. Skippy just gaining the advantage coming out of the turn. He's got a mile an hour maybe over Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan backs off coming into the turn. Dylan already right up his rear bumper on those softs. Again, he's going to make short work of some of these drivers. Already at the inside of Obi and past him. Just able to make those soft tyres turn quicker, sharper, harder, faster. Already pulling a gap over him, closing up rapidly on Skippy here as well. There is It's Hoggy in front. He stays out for another lap. Obi-Wan comes in this lap. Ice Chand stays out as well on his softs. He is now 11.7 seconds up the road from It's Hoggy. Skippy just leaving a nice wide line there for Dylan to go through, so Dylan gets up to 3rd position out of the pits. He's now 2.4 seconds behind It's Hoggy, 14 seconds behind race leader. And the 2 drivers in front have got to stop as well. Ice Chand pulling more time on those softs. Can only benefit him when he gets onto the hards. He's just going to make sure he doesn't try and take the corners at exactly the same speeds once he's dropped those tyres on, where he'll end up in a world of hurt and metal and stuff. So he's got a 12-second lead pretty much over It's Hoggy. What's he going to do? Is he going to come in now? Fair amount of wear on those soft tyres. No. He stays out. It's Hoggy holds on to that 2nd position for the time being. Does he come in the pits? No. Quite happy on the hards. Dylan on those fresh softs. Skippy still on the mediums as well, yet to put the hards on. Manny has got the hards on but yet to stop. Dizzy has mediums on and yet to stop. Pilgrim trying to use those softs to get past him and does so, but he's got to stick the hard tyre on at some point, as has Diz, as has Apache. There is Obi-Wan who has pit, fresh set of softs on for him, sitting in 9th and a minute. Oh, there goes Apache. Picked up a little bit of gravel on the exit of Paddock Hill, and it's just enough to loosen the rear end of that car off, and around it went. Crazy Mac through, Dazzler through, Apache back on track, a little bit of front end damage to contend with, and then Mulson, after putting on the wrong tyres in his first pit stop, has had to come back in and stick another set of tyres on, so he doesn't get penalised for the hard tyre rule. So Ice Chand, front left, absolutely battered. Is he coming in yet? No, still thinks he can get a couple more laps out of those. Dylan has got himself past It's Hoggy now. Can he, like he did in the first stints, close the gaps down? He was 12-second gap between 1st and 2nd. It's down to 11 seconds now. Dylan's on those soft tyres behind him. And falling rapidly. It's Hoggy. Oh. Just catches the gravel, but manages to keep that thing straight. Pushes him wide through Druids though, due to the dirty tyres. Look at this, almost another second chopped out of Ice Chand's time. He's absolutely hauling here, Dylan. 9.5 seconds the gap. Still can't quite see Ice Chand. It won't be long. Just able to keep power on through these turns. Down to 8.5 seconds. Looks like it might be a 1-2 win here for Dylan. Ice Chand coming in the pits now. Dylan is far too close for him not to overtake. And unfortunately for Ice Chand, he's got to put the slower tyre on as well. Not even seeing him come out of the pits yet. Where is he? There he is, just getting released now. No! Ice Chand's put the mediums on as well. What are you boys doing? That might be another trip to the pits for you there, my friend. I don't know. So 21 minutes into this half-an-hour race, Dylan got himself back into the lead of the race. 5.8 seconds. He's taken his pit stop as well. He's just got to roll around for another 9 minutes on these softs. Should be easily done. It's Hoggy still rolling around in second on those hard tyres. Oh, Skippy just caught a wheel on the grass through there and around it went. As Chand gets himself up position into third place. Oh no, Skippy's done it again. Skippy's done it again. What an absolute nightmare for him. Trying to stay out of the way with some of these faster drivers coming through as well. What a nightmare for Skips. Right, okay, so Ice Chand has got to come back in the pits. What a disaster for him. That's Mulson and Ice Chand that have both opted for the wrong tyre choice coming in the pits. He drops from 4th to 6th to 7th. On the way out of the pits. What a disaster for Ice Chand. What a disaster for Mulson. Skippy in the pits now as well. Gets rid of those mediums that have tried to kill him. And he's now put on a set of hards which will try and kill him even quicker. There's Mulson. He's had to do a double pit stop as well. Stuck on the mediums himself when he should have had the hards. And look at this. Dylan, 8.5 seconds ahead of It's Hoggy. It's Hoggy. Well, maybe he'll just finish the whole race on these hards. I don't know whether there is a mandatory pit stop. I know you have to mandatory hold on to the hard tyres, but is he going to do a full 30 minutes on those? Pilgrim behind on a very worn set of softs which he's not changed yet. Dizzy on a worn set of mediums, he's not changed yet. And a set of hards on board for Manny that he hasn't changed yet if he decides he wants to. None of those three come in. Obi's already been in. He's got his soft tyres on now in 6th. Ice Chand back out the pits after 2 pit stops on the hard tyres in 7th. Crazy Mac in 8th position. Medium tyres on for him. Got Skippy on his fresh set of hards in 9th. Dazzler on his soft tyres in 10th. Apache on mediums in 11th. And Mulson on the hards in 12th. Nobody can touch this man. Nobody's got anything to throw at him. 10 seconds lead. 6 minutes remaining. It's looking pretty good for Dylan. Taking both wins tonight. Oh, it's Hoggy. Kicking up the dirt through there. Car gets a little bit of a wobble on, but manages to hold on to it. He has risked it through a few of these corners, to be honest. Again there. I mean, he's driving straight when he hits that gravel, but still. So Pilgrim still not stopped yet. Dizzy still not stopped yet. Pilgrim's tyres are absolutely battered as well. You can't even get round a corner here. Got a battle on behind, Dizzy and Manny, both on semi-worn hard and medium tyres, so a good battle on between these two. Dizzy on the half-worn mediums, Manny on the half-worn hards. They've got Obi-Wan sneaking up behind them on a semi-worn set of soft tyres now, but they will still have a lot more grip than the tyres in front. Nice Chand at 7th. 5 seconds behind Obi. He's 9 seconds ahead of Crazy Mac. So he might just have to settle for, well, we'll see. He's 7th at the minute, but those drivers in front have got to stop, so he might be able to make up a position or two when they come in. Pilgrim especially, his tyres must be crying out to be changed. Crazy Mac, be careful, you're almost out of fuel as well, brother. So if Crazy Mac's wife is listening, just give him a nudge. He needs to change some tyres and stick some fuel in that car, or it's going to be a long 4 minutes to the end of the race. Dazzler 9th, Skippy right behind him in 10th. Lamborghini versus Renault here then. Hard tyre, not quite catching the apex there for Skippy, allowing Dazzler to escape a little bit. Yeah, just not quite able to carry as much speed around the turns as Dazzler in front. 10th of a second maybe he loses on each corner. Crazy Mac in the pits, he was listening. The wife did give him a nudge. He's got his tyres on. Has he put the right ones on is the question. No. No, he hasn't. He's got softs on. You need a set of hards on, bro. And now he's fuming. He's just noticed, I think that was what the pause was in between the gear change. Like, huh? No! And now he's got to go back in and stick on a set of hard tyres. So that's 3 drivers who've got this one wrong. So Dylan's softs just got to last him another 2.5 minutes here at Brands Hatch. He's also running a little bit low on fuel. Has he noticed? Is he going to put any fuel in? It's Hoggy as well, very low on fuel. Dizzy got plenty on, I think, for the next 2.5 minutes. Obi-Wan looking a little bit low. Pilgrim got a little bit more on, but he hasn't stopped yet either. Nice Chand, a quarter of a tank, looks good. I think Manny will have enough. I think Dazzler will have enough just. Same for Skippy, same for Apache. Crazy Mac should have enough fuel in. Again, I think he's got to chop those tyres. And Mulson got enough fuel in. Crazy Mac's gone, screw it, I'm just going to take the penalty loss at the end. Take the points loss. So race leader Dylan, look at the time he's stomped away from everybody else. 18.6 seconds. It does look like it's Hoggy's going to do the entire race on this set of hards, as long as he doesn't run out of fuel. It's very, very red in that tank. Whoa, he's pushing hard though. He needs to come in for a little tiny drop of fuel. Oh, not this lap. He's got a minute. Is he going to make it round? Is he going to make it round? Dylan. Soft tyres giving out now, but he's got plenty of room behind him. He can give himself a couple of donuts there and still get himself pointing in the right direction before it's Hoggy closes up. And he better pray he's got enough fuel to get around this entire lap. Dizzy on the mediums. Have you changed tyre, Diz? I don't know that you have. Obi has. He was on the hards from the start. Nice Chand muffed it up. Pilgrim has blown out a set of softs. He's just decided he's not going to stop at all. Manny on the hards as well. Dazzler on the soft tyre. Kept himself ahead of the skipster. Apache still on those mediums. Crazy Mac still on the softs. And Mulsong. Oh, we missed Dylan across the line. Apologies, but he does take the win. It's Hoggy is going to have enough fuel in. And he's done the entire race on one set of tyres. Fair play. Great results for him tonight. Second place in both races. Dizzy is going to come home in third. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the penalties with drivers not swapping tyres. I don't know. Ice Chan takes fourth after all that. Obi-Wan comes home in fifth. Manny takes sixth. Pilgrim takes seventh, just not able to go around corners by the end of that race. Dazzler is going to come home to take eighth. Skippy comes in right behind him for ninth. Apache will take 10th. Crazy Mac just coming around the final turn now himself will come home for 11th. There he is, and Mulson just rounding that final turn himself will take 12th. So yeah, not sure what's going to happen there with penalties or lack of penalties, potential penalties. I don't know. It's not for me to. It's not for me to judge, is it? I'll just grass you lot up. There he is. 2 for 2 then for Dylan. He takes both wins tonight. Great results for It's Hoggy as well. Second in both races, so a decent night for him in terms of points as well. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens next week in terms of. Oh, you did you Crazy Mac? Oh, sorry, mate, I didn't realise. Okay, I'll shut up then. Yeah, but other drivers possibly not change tyres. Other drivers fuffing it right up and coming in the pits a couple of times instead of just the once. But, you know, it's the way it is. But we'll see what happens next week in terms of points or penalties. But that's it for tonight. I am back on Saturday night for another round of Ringcaf action. So that's 3-lap races from Nürburgring Nordschleife. GT3 cars, very similar to these. And then same time, same place for the next round of this on Sunday night at 9 o'clock. That's what we've got coming up. Just Saturdays and Sundays. Outside of that, nothing really at the minute. I'm considering putting on some Friday night fun races, just some sort of GT4 short race, 5 race blast. We'll see how that goes, but I'm considering that in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. But that's going to be it for tonight, people. So I hope you like what you watched. If you have, click all those buttons somewhere, depending how you're watching it or what you're watching it on format wise. Like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.